Today, I just wanted to bring to you some things I wish I knew before I started travel nursing. I think I've been able to narrow this down to 6 different things. Number 1, take time off. This does not mean take time off while you're working, unless you absolutely need to. But as travelers, you know that we don't have PTO. So being able to take that time off isn't available to us. Lots of us like to block schedule, work 3 or 6 days in a row, and then we have long weekends. I think that's great to go and explore. But also, take time off between contracts. Not just a week to get to your next assignment, not just 2 weeks to go on vacation and back to work. Take some time to settle in and just be with yourself for a little bit. Regroup, spend some time in nature, just settle a little bit. One of the fastest things I think that led me to burnout was that I never, ever stopped. So if I have one piece of advice, I have 6, but if I had one, it would be to take time off. The next one is celebrate holidays. As healthcare workers and first responders, we don't get holidays off. People aren't not sick on holidays. Hospitals don't close on holidays. So we always have to work. If you're anything like me, though, I volunteered to work every holiday. It was easier. I was already there. And the overtime was nice. My heart always went out to the people that were in the hospital, and I wanted to be there with them. But truth be told, I should have taken some of those holidays and spent time with myself and my family. I think I work too much. And holidays are meant to be celebrated. So while it does feel great to go into work, please don't work every holiday. Give yourself time to spend with your family and yourself. My number 3 tip for traveling, go explore. You're living in a new city. You've got new surroundings, new food, new culture. Go see what it's about. Go to the local dive restaurant or bar, or go to the local city park. Go find hiking nearby. When you're already driving 2,500 miles across country, what's a 4-hour drive to get to Yellowstone? Make the most of your adventure. Schedule your time so that you can go see parts of the world that you have never seen before, and you may not get to see again. You'll make new friends, you'll see things, and you'll learn things. Speaking of friendships, that brings me to point number 4. Go make friends. I understand you're traveling and you might not be out there to make friends. Maybe you have enough friends at home, enough people to keep tabs on. But honestly, just finding another nurse on the unit, person in town, just neighbor to talk to, tell you about the area. Be kind. Get to know someone you didn't know before. The connections that I've made across the US in the last years that I've traveled are priceless, and I wouldn't trade them for anything, except maybe a couple more friends. So tip number 4, make friends. Tip number 5, find whatever your church is. For me, when I was traveling, church meant hiking and fishing and finding peace in nature. I knew that when I was fried and burned out, that if I just spent some time in the sunshine, some time alone in nature, that it would fill my cup. Due to our crazy schedules and lifestyles, it often is hard to find a new church every time you move. It's not realistic every 3 months. If that's where your cup is full, find churches. They're everywhere. If not, find what fills your cup. Are you someone who just likes to read with your phone off all day? Then that is your church. Find a special day once a week to celebrate you, your peacefulness, and give yourself some time to regroup. And lesson number 6, the grass is not greener. We leave one job hoping that it's better somewhere else, and maybe the first couple weeks you can compare the two and think that it really is better here. But truth be told, every healthcare system has its own problems, and when you're able to step away from it, all those problems are essentially the same. We're overworked, understaffed, and underpaid. The demand from society, from the sick and the dying, from people that need us to help them heal, it's a lot, and it's the same no matter where you go. So the grass isn't greener. Just because you left one facility doesn't mean that everything's magically going to get better at the next. Typically, these facilities need you in a state of emergency. They're already running on a skeleton crew. They already need a lot of help. They need you to come in and be competent on your own without requesting a lot. So the grass isn't greener. Just know that. Know that you're there to make the difference for the small window of time that you're there. And those are my tips that I wish I knew before I started traveling. Safe travels, friends!